It's Evolution. How you doing? Do 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 do. Jim, what's up, man? Always doing awesome. It is not pros. I will be printing those soon, though. We Skyped my mom tonight with the kids, and yeah, she was laughing about that. She was glad that all of you got behind her, though. So thank you. Got my mom badgering me now on that. Jonathan, how you doing? Oh, we're gonna wait a minute. Let people get in. Ryan, hello. Derek, hello. In here now. Do 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 do. So we've got prints going on the ANET. Got a couple done here today. Just kind of getting this going. Oh, Ryan. Hey, Gunner. Viking, what's up? Vince, what's up? Everybody's here to watch me use some Fusion tonight, I see. So, all right. So the wife wants some things made for the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and design those tonight. I'm going to show you guys kind of what I do. I've done this a lot of times, but I've never done a video on it. So I figured it might be kind of cool for people to see the random things that I use 3D printing for in the house. So I usually make her a lot of containers, and I wanted to do a video on it, never did though. Maybe I'll do it when I move. But I created these bins to divvy up our kitchen drawers. So to take this gigantic kitchen drawer, and we didn't want to buy like these like silverware sorters, things like that. So I basically made my own. Got some tape, taped down on the kitchen table an exact size of the drawer, and then divvied it up with the silverware and things like that. I measured everything, took it into Fusion, and created that for her. This time, she wants to be able to have some type of way to organize all of our spice jars. So we've got tons and tons and tons of McCormick spices, which everyone pretty much has in their drawer or in their cabinets. So she wants a few sizes of these in order to get those done. I don't know why this thing is so low. The auto bed leveling on this thing is not being very useful. Yeah, I tried just moving it away there. It didn't work, so we're just gonna worry about that later. But anyways, yeah, so she wants some containers to organize these a little bit better so they're not all thrown up in there, so she can kind of organize the baking stuff and cooking spices and whatnot. And then she wants a few longer organizers for a bunch of these seasoning packets. And I mean, you get like taco seasoning, and you've got these are one sheet pans, and we've got all kinds of different seasoning packets as well. And she wants something to kind of put these in so that they all stand up straight, and she can just reach up there, grab one down, pull it out, and put the container back up there. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight, is designing first the multi-boxes for these spice jars, and then we'll be designing a holder for these. These are very simple boxes, but if you're kind of curious on how I get the sizes, then we'll go from there. Oh, she's here tonight. All right. So we're going to pull up Fusion 360 here. If you're not familiar with this, hopefully this will kind of help you get started, and we'll kind of go from there. So we're going to create a sketch here just down on the bottom axis. And I did measure these jars. We're going to use, these are the probably most common ones I have. I have larger ones. These are fine. So we're going to go ahead, and these are 45 millimeters. So we're going to make a couple circles that are 46 millimeters just to kind of have enough space. Jim. So we're doing a 2-point circle because I want to start at the center point here, just because I wanted to. And when I say 46 millimeters, and then that will end up giving us space between them, because we don't obviously want these in to be too tight. And we're just going to go from one to the other. Do another 46. Create another circle, 2-point circle. And we want these to be 3 wide. She said that seems to be a pretty good size for her. So there's there, and then 46. so that's the basis of my model there. That's going to help me with the spacing, and when I go to create the rectangles, this kind of gets me started there. So also kind of want to find the low point on this, so I'm just going to draw a line there, and then we'll draw another line here, connect that over. No, I want this to be 45 degree, and then that's tangent, and that's tangential. So that's going to be the absolute corner of my box right there once we get there. Now I need to create a few of these. The shelf this goes on is 330 millimeters deep. I don't want to go that deep, so I kind of need to see how far these will go down. Adding these lines in just so that I can make sure that everything is straight. I might be able to do a pattern, but this way just makes the most sense in my mind here. So and then we're going to do a couple more of these 2-point circles. Click. There we go. And we're doing 46 again for all of these. So a lot of the same here. Hotkeys. 6. Again, they should just touch at the one point there. Which is perfect. That's how it should be. Great circle, 2-point circle. Great, 46. And if we do a inspect from, I can't do that yet there, I guess. Well, we got 46, 46. So, right now we're at, what's that, 92? So we're only a little ways in there. So I'm going to just try and see if I can copy and paste these. I don't know if I can pattern them or not, because I need to have a line to pattern them off of. Rectangular pattern. We're going to do these objects here. And then the direction is this way. Set this to 92. That should be spot on right there. So 92, 92, 180. If I add a fourth one, the math on this. So 92 plus 46 is 138. 138. So if we hit OK there, there we have our beginnings. So it's going to be 46 times, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 230. I think I'll go one more. So I can't redo that pattern, can I? Nope, I'll have to just do it again. Great, rectangular pattern. These guys here. We're going to do 5 there. And then we're doing 5 times 46 is going to be 230. So let's change this to 230. Nope, that's too much. 4 is what it is. Okay, so that's just giving us kind of our dimensional there. And it's a little bit easier to kind of be able to visualize it. So I like that better. Now we can go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and do our line out here. So just take this line out to somewhere that becomes a tangent. And the line from here up to here. Just need to pull that line right to there, and that is also now tangent to there. Just do our rectangle from here to here. And there is a basis of the inside of our box, basically. And we can just turn these old lines into construction lines because I don't want them to interfere with the next part. Now we have basically, okay, we can see we can fit this many objects in there. Again, this can be any object that you guys have. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm going to go ahead and do a shell. We're going to finish this. And then, or no, actually, we're going to go back into that. We're going to do an offset. If it's O for offset, we're going to select the outer one here, and we're going to make it 3 mil thick. More than enough. Probably could do 2, but we'll do 3 mil. And that's going to give us the outer perimeter. So all I have to do is hit extrude on here, and we can kind of decide how far we want to bring this up. So let's take a look at these. We can do like 50. Do 50 mil up. So that when I did that extrude, that only brought up one part. So that's no bueno. We're going to go and re-enable the sketch. And then we then have to highlight all of the bottom here. That one there. So we can just bring this up, and we're just going to make this 3 mil thick. And we're going to make this into a join. And there we have that. We're just going to delete this odd geometry that came with it, just so we don't have to see that. That's not what we wanted. Should be all right though. We turn off the sketch. There's our initial box, but I kind of want to that's square. It doesn't look square. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, let's see here. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to export it real quick because I just want to see if this geometry over here is going to be weird. Pull up Simplify 3D. No, it's Bolt per Slicer because I'm doing something with that. So we're going to pull in the file I just made there. And geometry looks fine. Changes to BLV. Yep. Slice it. Yeah. So that those lines in the model don't mean anything. Excuse me. But we do have this box there. So we've got at least our startings going on here. So I accidentally launched DaVinci. Whoops. Get out of here. Close that. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit of a handle here on the front. So we're just going to basically find our center right there. Find our center right there. Make both of these construction lines so they don't interfere with any of our geometry. And you don't really know a good way to do this. So I'm just going to create a couple circles here. Let's see if my big 20. We'll do like 20, we'll do 22 millimeters for there. I'm just going to create another circle over here, 22, another one over here, 22. And then I just join the tops. That circle. And then we'll do another line down here, here. You can pick the tangent that way. Select it here, tangent to this circle. There we go. So now I can just do an extrude on all of this. There we go. Pull that back through there. Now we can go ahead and add a fillet to both sides here. And there we go. We'll just add a overall. In the top here, we'll just add a chamfer on the inside. And then we'll add a fillet on the outside. And that's how I want it to be. But this is going to be difficult. Of course. I'll find some extra geometry here too. That's fine. Any of that geometry because of this thing here. Okay, well, will let me do a fillet on it? Maybe. Let's try to do a fillet on here then instead of a chamfer. Just see. Oh, it doesn't like those sides. Well, we can keep it straight, I guess. Just keep it straight. Again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Maybe we'll add just a small one to the outside. We'll add just a small fillet to the outside. Just to knock off the corners. It'll be less sharp. Yeah, that should be fine like that. And again, if we look here from the top and we look at our sketch, we can see that we'll fit 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 jars in there. Perfect. And then if we look at inspect from this side to this side, we're at 281. I said we have 330, so there's 50 mil there. It's really not a ton in the front, but at least there'll be a little bit of space in the front in case you have to throw something random up there. That will work out. So this is going to be our little insert for the pantry. Very quick and easy. Very quick and easy. So we're going to save this real quick as extra horror pantry. And then we can go open up a new one, and we're going to go ahead and create a new sketch here. So this is going to be our second box we're going to build, and this is going to be for these packets. So these measure to be 103, looks like. So if we go up to if I do 100, they'll be tight in there. If I do like 102, they'll have some space. Looks like I measure the top here. The top is less movement. We do like 103. Because we kind of want these to sit in there and sit up. So if they do squish a little bit, that's kind of good. So we know that our width needs to be 103. And then we're going to make this. So again, if we looked at here, so here to here is basically 282. And let's see, how do I do this? So I want to make it so that 2 of these boxes will be the same as that. So when I said I made this 103 wide, so 282 divided by 2, 141. So if we do 141, it's going to be too big because we have to add in the 6 millimeters for all of that. So if I do 282 minus 12, divide that by 2, we have 135. So our inner needs to be, so what did I say? 135 and then 103. That is our box. And then if we do the offset of 3 millimeters, that would give me from here to here, 141. Double that up, 282. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted it to be. Pull that dimension out just so I can see it. And again, the width really doesn't matter overall because I've got, what did I have? I think I have 90. Yeah, it was 90 millimeters is how wide this cupboard drawer is. So kind of easy to worry about that. Again, this one is even simpler than the last just because I can just go ahead and select this bottom. We're giving it a 3 millimeter base. That's fine. And we need to return the sketch on. And then we're going to give this, so the other one we did 50. I think we need to go higher on this one just to keep these kind of more better. So if we go, let's do 70, this one. Joining, and we've got our simple thin box for this one. Again, we'll go here on the front. We're going to go ahead and create the drawer handle, or I guess like easy way to grip it. It might not be super easy. Hitting X turns those into construction lines, and then we did 22 millimeters for the hole. Here to the tangent. Select the tangent tool, the line to the circle. Okay. Another line over here to the tangent of that circle. Select tangent, select the line to that circle. Set. Finish that. We're going to extrude all of this then. And then we're going to add a quick fillet to each side of this. I think we did 1 millimeter on the last one. Yep. Perfect. And then, yeah, we're just going to add a soft fillet to all the outside tops to this and the front, all these corners. The back as well. And I think we just did 1 millimeter on there. I like 2 better. Back to here. Make this 2 millimeters. I like that a little bit better. And that's all that is. So that box is ready to go. We can turn off that sketch. We can add some color to this. That one, and then green, I want classic matte green. There we go. So it just kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of how it's going to look. So there are different heights, which is okay, but it's more kind of to just be able to get these to fit in there again properly. I'm probably going to do just print out 2 of these spice packet ones because we don't have a ton of these, but it'd be nice to have just separation of like all the spice ones and then like the taco mix or gravy mix, all like the easy stuff you kind of put in there as well. Have that in one, and then all the chicken mix is another one because we have a lot of these. And then if I need more, just print out more. And then for the spice jars, this one is, how wide is this one? So if we do inspect from this side to this side, we're at 141. So really not that wide, you know, not even 15 centimeters wide. I've got 90 to go off of. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do 3 of these to start off with. So that's 45. Giving a little bit of extra there. Yeah, because that's really not that wide. Yeah, so 30, 45, plus the other one, 100. Yeah, so we're only going to use it like half the space to start with. But again, this is a kind of a good starting point for what she wants. Hopefully it does what she needs. And these would have to be sturdy enough to be able to pick them up and down. And again, it's not like these are heavy at all. There are some bigger jars. I just made it to fit at least this many of these McCormick size ones because it's what we have the most of. Of course, we have larger ones. I don't think we have any smaller ones, but anyways, they will all fit in there regardless. But at a bare minimum, I can fit 21 of these things in there, which is cool. That's not too bad. This one out. This is going to be the spice packet holder for pantry. Resave this one. This one will save out. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and actually I don't know what I'm going to use for this. So that kind of, the BLV is not reliable yet. And I want to print big and fast for these. So I'm going to have to take the nozzle off the BLV, put it back onto the Sidewinder. And I think we're going to print these in PLA on the Sidewinder. I do have her special filament for her. I only use this for her. This is Push Plastics. What are they calling? They're calling this Mint. I also have Living Coral. Let me get that one down because I might do a box of each maybe. Let's see if we can get up here. This is also her filament. Yeah, so this is also her filament. And this is Living Coral. So it's one of her favorite colors. This one's by Filicube. This one is by Push Plastics. I actually got samples of both of these in maker boxes. I generally show her all that because I have no one else to talk to and my kids don't care. So I showed them to her and she liked both of these colors. So that's why I went ahead and ordered them for her. And anytime I print something, again, that she wants, then it goes on to these. So also, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's all clear back here. I have all the room in the world now to actually space for activities. Go very stepbrothers. But yeah, so I rearranged all my filament here underneath the desk, condensed everything, and put the BLV underneath here. The Mingda went up onto the shelf for now, and I'm doing I keep the printer I'm currently working on right here, and just so I can do prints with it, a little easier to access. But I am eventually going to move this to one of the shelves. I think here I'm going to move the Ender up top because I haven't printed with the Ender in months, and there's no reason to keep it down. So I'm going to move that to the top shelf, get it out of the way, and then continue printing with this sucker and get all that testing done. Ryan, I know she doesn't care. She likes the color though, so the kids really don't care. Again, Chloe does, my oldest, kind of does sometimes because she wanted to 3D print the, she had some project for school for holiday things and they had to make something. So she wanted a 3D print. So again, she designed, I gave her my computer and Tinkercad. She designed a Christmas tree and went there. So we can go ahead and I'm going to work on that here for a minute, I think. I need to get power to the BLV. Need to figure that out. How am I going to get power down there? I need to get a power cable real quick. Power cable. You're relentless with that, aren't you? I have black ABS, which is what I'm going to use. I don't know if this is long enough. This is probably not long enough. I have a roll of black ABS that I can use. What did I just do with that twist tie? Throw it away? Where did I put that twisty at? Oh, it's right there. Let me get a longer cable. Because the crows for the old man are going to be outside, I can't print them in PLA because they'll deform too much. And ABS should hold up better in the heat. to the BLV. We're gonna get it heated up. And once we heat it up, get the nozzle off of it and get it put onto the X1. Doesn't work that way for me because I also don't even know if these are going to survive the trip home because I have to mail these a few thousand miles and hopefully none of them break in transit. It's not like she lives down the street that I can just print something and take it over there. It doesn't work that way. Hey Robert, how you doing? So we'll see how that works out. I also have a lot of dad duties of things to fix, like this door. Figure out how I'm gonna get that thing to go back together. What are we doing? All right, let me heat up the muzzle on here. I'm gonna get the sock off. Come on. Okay. The cable came out, so my LCD is not working right now. I think the cat knocked it out because the cat lays underneath this printer and uses the cables as a flipping hammock. He's a jerk. 1 minute, trying to get this cable back in here, but I can't reach it. Oh wait, there it goes. Let's see if that works. Wrong port. Not working. Let's try this one here. This one. Screen lights up. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now temperature, preheat, PTG, just the end. And then we can get the filament out and get the nozzle out. Yeah, Robert, what's up? You can ask a question. Man, everybody's against me here. Jeez Louise. I need to go get the step stool as well because again, the X1 is way up high. So let me get the step stool quick. Robert, ask your question. I will answer you in a moment. Step ladder. Gotta get to the printers up top. What is that? Oh, recently? I remember those traffic jams. Okay. One on. I don't know what you mean, Robert. Sky high? Shoot. Hiding that from the kids. Wife's coming here for my secret snacks. Don't eat them all. They're delicious. Robert, one thing that I've done by mistake several times is I put a 12-volt heater on a 24-volt system. So check to see. Yeah, you might be running a 12-volt heater cartridge on a 24-volt system. So definitely we'll do that. Dan, hey man, how you feeling? A little dusty up here. Need to clean the bed off. Set. Um, heat. So up to 240. That'll be fine. Okay. And then get out the. Oh, I put it with the nozzles, didn't I? Nozzle wrench. And a pair of pliers. I'll just give my mom some wine. Should be all right. Let's get this nozzle off. Printer. One. Stock back on, which is really starting to deteriorate. Filament. That one. Doing better. Good to hear it, Dan. Really good to hear that. Oop. I didn't drop the end. Can't drop the end if you're going to drop a roll of filament. This is another roll of Filicube. What's this? This is their engineering gray. They used for another very long print. He used all the filament except what's left on this spool for one print on the X1. It's quite the epic print. So we'll start with some of this. Load this filament, and I need to clean the bed, level the bed. This print. Now we'll slice up some freaking pros. So back, change filament, load that in. With that loaded, USB drive. And okay, we got to get these saved out now. So, right click on that, save it out. The spice packet, spice jar, save STL. Okay. And then we're on the X1, so we need Simplify 3D. That's what that profile is. There's another one because I want to get the other printer done. Dustin, what's up, man? Yeah, Push Plastic has pretty good colors. I'm not upset with any of what they are providing. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so we need to change to the artillery X1. Doing this in PLA. Do a 15%, or 20, yeah, 15% is fine. This is thick, so we're gonna do 3 perimeters, 4 top, 4 bottom. We're doing a 0.4 millimeter layer height, which would be great. There's support needed on this. We're doing it at 220C. Import desktop. So we'll do the oh, that hole did not go through. It's there on that. Not there though. Just delete that. Import this again. Oh, I imported the wrong one. That was the early version of it. So that takes up a good chunk of the bed. Curling is definitely going to be something I need to worry about with the Sidewinder bed. But it's only going to take 3 hours because it's basically all solid layers. Pretty much no infill. The walls, it looks like it's just 5 extrusions around. So pretty quick and easy there. So we can save this one out. No, there's no in there. We're going to save to here. So the spice jar. I mean, I just put down a little bit of glue. I guess I could throw a brim on it. I hate brims. Really close to the edge. I don't have much space. We just do 5 millimeters. Or no, on the 0 offset, and we'll do 5 around. How does that look? 5 should work, right? Yeah, we're really close to the edge there. Save that one. Yep, replace that. And then we can just delete this file, import the packet one, yeah, which is much shorter. Prepare to print that. We can, again, this is all exactly the same as the other one. Bottom layers there, hole, so bridge that top, no problem. Save this out, and there we go. Successfully Done. So put this in the printer. Then we're going to get some Windex. Go. Get some Windex cleaner. Go up here. A little bit of glue from that one of the other huge prints I did on this thing and wood filament. So in Tom's video he actually talked about the way that this thing doesn't heat up evenly. It really doesn't. I just went ahead and put some glue on the four corners of the print to alleviate my issue there. So we're going to do, we'll go back, we're going to level the first point. I need my paper. Oh, it's just down there. The way this thing chugs through filament too, you can hear the spool just like going through it. It's insane how much filament it goes through. Doop, doop, doop. Good. We can do print. And we're going to do the jar one first. We'll let that heat up. Oh. Yeah, friends, it's a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. So again, this is only a 2-hour print for the smaller one. The bigger one's only 4 hours and change. So pretty easy there. Okay, now to satisfy the masses here, we're gonna go ahead and do something here. Here, and where to go? There it is. Here we have the crow. I'm gonna size this guy up a bit though. To the bed there. .45 is good. Control D. We want to get. Can I get 2 more on here? I could. No, I can't. Only fit 2 on there. So we got 2 of these guys queued up. I'm not printing this on the Prusa. I am printing this on the FT5 because this is going to be printed in ABS and the FT5 is fully enclosed. So give me 1 second. Let me just make sure we're extruding properly here. that's good. Adequate squish now. All right, let that go for a minute and see how it does. All right. Yeah, so this is going to be printed on the FT5. It has built-in supports, which is great. Don't have to worry about that. We're going to do 3 shells. Just do 20% infill. I'm going to do 4 shells. Alexi, how you doing? Let's see how this slices. Just want to take a hot minute to slice these ones down. Good here. See all these layers when they start laying down the zigzags, which is right now. Make sure I'm not too close. Which I am. Touch. Corners. Okay. Now we can let that print and go from there. So we're going to let this keep the extra brim on, and it seems like it doesn't like some of the geometry of this. So get it and normals, perfect triangles. See how that does. Yeah, Francis, 1 second. See if I can get this to slice properly. I might need to put in the push slicer and repair it. Needs to be repaired. So yeah, if Simplify 3D can't do it, we'll just do the repair. Yeah, that didn't do it. So let's delete this out. Wait for NetFab to finish doing its thing. One of the cool things about push slicers, it can do that. I haven't switched Idea Maker yet. Whoop. All right, so now we can go ahead and do File, run an export. Plate is STL. Desktop. Save that there. Okay, so you're asking about ABS settings. So this is the ForwardCheck FT5. And doing 4 for everything, tops, bottoms, 2.2 mm layers. Temperature, 100 seat on the bed, and I'm printing ABS at 245. It seems to hold down pretty well there for me. A little on the hot end, I guess, for ABS, but it works really well for this machine. Cooling fan is off, and I'm printing this a little slow at 50 millimeters a second. I guess we'll go up to 60 for this one. I tend to be a little conservative on some of my prints just because they behave better. Forgot those were in there. Shoot, hang on a second. I need to re-export that. I was looking at the R5 parts for the Mark 3S. Resave that out. Let's try to import that again. Import, come on. There we go. Scale this up to 145. Control D. Just do one more copy of it. Center and arrange. Just going to print this way. So now if we prepare, we should see how this is going. Hey, Brandon. Blackhawk, I just finished designing some stuff, and it's printing on the Artillery Sidewinder X1 now. I just like to check in on it every now and then, make sure that first layer is going down. And there are some spice holders for pantry the wife asked for. So designing and printing those up, and now I'm fulfilling my parental obligation now and printing some crows so my dad can put them out. These are, I mean, they're not huge, but they're good size. We'll do 2 of them at once. 41 hours. It's gonna take a hot minute. Let me turn down. Let's change up the. Let's do infill. Let's go to rectilinear, and let's just go down to like 10%. Maybe we can reduce our time that way. That's good to hear, Dan. How are you? How are you feeling? Because you and the daughters too, right? Odin's Crows. I just found these on Thingiverse. Yeah, just randomly somebody made these on Thingiverse. So let's see if what we're going to 29 hours now for 2 of these. Ooh, it's a long time. I do wonder though how critical this infill is, because if I make these, if I just do 5 perimeters, I don't even need infill. I'm kind of wondering if I should do 1 at a time, just because of if it fails, I'm not losing double the issue, because I only have 1 roll of ABS right now. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing? Blackhawk, man, if you go back and watch the beginning of the stream, you can see how to quick and easy make some boxes and things like that to size. Again, it's things that I've done before, never really did a video on before, but figured it was helpful. So, Micro, it's not critical, but these are going to be outside. So I kind of want them to make sure they have good structure to them for holding up against the weather. Oh yeah, Chris, still using Zip 3D. Especially on these older printers. I mean, the FT5, I've been using Simplify 3D for the FT5 for 4 years now, and it's never done me wrong. So really no reason for me to change that machine. I do not have any ASA filament. So ABS is the best I can do. So we're going to 13 hours. Yeah, I think 13 hours is what I'm going to get. Actually, I thought I had. Yeah, I know I do have another roll of ABS up there. Somebody sent me ASA, didn't they? But I don't have black ASA. And I don't know if painting would do anything different. I mean, this is northern Pennsylvania, so I think it's warm up there. It doesn't get like that hot. What do I have up here? ESUN stuff. I have EASA from ESUN. And I have EPAGF, whatever the world that is. Really don't know what that is. Say is white. We'll try black ABS first. See how it turns out. Kind of go from there. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. Let me get the SD card out of the FT5, and I got to clear it out. I put all the. I want to switch to the. I don't know, for those of you that have an FT5, I want to switch to the Ethernet breakout boards for it, and I just haven't done that yet. But it's a big change to it, and I just did like a day's worth of work on this, or actually it was 2 days worth of work on this early in the year on the metal upgrade to this thing. So it's rocking all metal parts now. Bought new belts for it, and I have not installed those yet either. Oh, that's where that part went. That's where all my parts went. Doggone kids. I was wondering where these all went to. Oh, this is the one that's trash. These are still good though. I did print new end stop holders for this in ABS. And I printed in both ABS and in what's it called? In resin, some extra fan holders for this as well, or I should say part cooling fan shrouds. So that's all cool. And now let's power this thing up. Oh, there's no power cable. Cable. Come here. Unplug the bear for this one. There we go. Ouch. Do repair. Preheat ABS. Preheat ABS. So that can start heating up. What do I do with the SD card? There it is. So I was looking where all of my ABS printed bare part cooling fans are, the fan shrouds. They were inside there because the kids decided it'd be fun to move dad's stuff. Oh, joy. Yeah, it was, well, the FT5 is down here. So there's the FT5. So I have to kind of sit in front of it. The screen's all the way down on the floor. So that is the lowest printer. And because its screen is not on an angle like some of the others on the bottom shelves, you kind of gotta get down and in there. I should get a head mount for the camera, mount on my forehead. You guys see what I'm working on down there. Okay, let's save this out to the SD card. I'm going to clean off the SD card because there's all kinds of old stuff on there. Coins. And delete the rest of that off. All right. So Idea Maker, I have kind of dabbled in it and been talking to a lot of people in the Discord about it as well. The issue, it's just, again, it's a new slicer. So everything's different than what I'm used to. I'm really used to Simplify 3D. I'm just now getting used to Prush Slicer. I don't want to go to Idea Maker. I'd prefer to keep everything on Prusa Slicer and just use one slicer for all the printers that I use. But it's just so easy to get Simplify 3D up and running all the time. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Oh, I'm going to run away. Okay. All right, let me get this in here. Glue stick. Print in ABS. Gotta put down the glue stick. It's gonna be all right here. Okay. Print. Move the crow. Where you going, bud? Come here. Come here. Are you exploring? Got our little friend came up to say hi. Come here. Come here. Oh, okay. He's gonna run away. Bunny came upstairs to say hi. Now he ran away. He'll be back because he wants to chew on stuff. I'm into change, and I have to try new things. I mean, it's kind of doing YouTube. You have to try new things, but I personally feel that the UI for Idea Maker is overwhelming because of how you have to create the printer profile, the filament profile, the print profile, and have all of those intertwined. And then there's just so much, what's it called? Raise 3D stuff thrown in there. I think that I would be able to use Idea Maker if I stripped out all of the Raise profiles and start fresh, nothing in there, clean environment. Because right now it's just so mixed up with all those other things in there. It's way too complicated for right now. I see. So Jonathan, I broken about 2 of the mellow extruders and attempt to dodge some dual fusion principle. I ordered some as well, Jonathan. You saw my stream. So I have some of those coming as well. Hoping soonish. So we'll see how they go. Bob Bill is asking how many printers are there? There's a lot. I think I'm around 20 now. Between FDM printers and I have 3 resin printers that I use. Ryan, that's the same with everything. Gotta use it to start learning it. I just haven't had the time to really dig into it. I want to, just have not had the time yet. Well, the Mingda D2 isn't the best one to use for any printing really. And the Ender 3 Pro, I mean, the Ender is fine for PLA, PETG with a PEI or spring steel sheet, but I only print ABS on the FT5. Literally, that is the only printer that prints ABS in my entire arsenal of printers. I mean, I've been doing 3D printing for over 4 years now. I'm still by no means a pro, and software is just not my thing. You know, I'm a hardware guy. You know, hardware is what I can do pretty well. When it comes down to software, like I'm still trying to learn how to do firmwares, especially Marlin 2. I'm getting much better at it though, running more and more of my machines on it, but it still just takes a while to learn a lot of this stuff. That would be cool, Chris, if someone could, or just a quick and easy guide how to strip out all of the raise stuff. There's too much stuff in there. And I think after getting it set up, it'll be fine. Because again, I can slice. Come here, you want to say hi? Come here, you want to say hi? Say hi. Whoa, okay, okay, okay. Here, right here, like this. Okay, right here. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Want to say hi? Say hi to Curious. So, I mean, I can pretty much put any print. Like you saw, it took me what 3 seconds to decide on setting in Simplify 3D for this because I know the printer and I know the slicer really well. So I can just easily throw in any file, pick my filament, change a few settings, and then I'm off to printing. Like it takes no time at all in Simplify 3D. Per slicer, there's a little bit more to do there with it, but I can still get printing pretty quickly. So yeah, this is Curious, our little bunny. It's getting a little hot out, so we've been bringing him inside. The one thing, Chris, for me is that Aaron walked me through how to actually import the raised or how to import the files, the profiles into the idea maker, which took a minute in itself just because that was such a pain. All right, buddy? You ready? There you go. Yeah, Llama, it's all of their profiles that are in there. They just need to be out. Brandon, yeah. So normally he does live out in the backyard. But also we had a ton of rain the past 2 weeks. This week's been pretty dry, but the past 2 weeks it's been a ton of rain. It's been really hot, and his cage usually sits out there. But again, now we've brought him in. He usually lives downstairs, but once all the kids go to bed, he comes up here and he hangs out in my office, or he'll hop on the couch and sit with my wife because he's like a dog. So I wanted to check before I got distracted by the bunny. I want to just check we're on layer 2 of this print, and at 100 millimeters a second, it really starts to go. And I think the FT5 is almost ready. So, oh yeah, we're getting good layer here. So that's looking good there. And then I need to mount. Forgot I need to mount the. Will this one work? No, I need the other way. Need to mount the ABS spool. Actually, we're gonna have to use the. That's not gonna work because those spools aren't long enough. Where's my caddy at? Here it is. Okay, put all that on there. Let me check what the temperature is on the bed. It is at, we're at 100 of 100. All right, now the nozzle's getting back up to temp. So I'll go check on that in a minute here. See how that's going. Chris, it's more of a privacy thing. I mean, it's not really relevant where I live and what I do. So I don't really talk about it. Oh, what the heck? Min temp? What happened? It was just printing just fine. I wonder if a cable snapped. Oh, we got a broken cable. What it looks like. It's just loose. I think it was just loose. Close all that back up so it can heat back up. And give it a minute. My connectors came loose. Precise is way more overwhelming in there with their fingers. I guess I've just had more time playing with push slicer since I got the Mark III's and everything was there. It was very easy to learn and kind of go through it. But going into Idea Maker without a Raise 3D printer to kind of like, oh, here's the profile already set up, just change these few things. I guess that's kind of where it is. And I just started so long ago with Simplify 3D. I'm just very used to it, at this point. I didn't even forget to look how much filament that's going to take. All right, this is starting, so give me a minute. Let me just make sure that we start properly here. Huh, yeah, we've got an issue with the thermistor. So that means we've either got a wire broken, which I think is what it is there's a wire broken in the cable chain. Which really sucks. I did not want to run new wiring for this thing. It's this right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I have to run all new cabling for that. Well, that might be a reason to do the breakout board upgrade. Oh man, that's gonna take forever. So I guess no ABS printing tonight since that's not working. Oh man. Yeah, I've heard good things about the the Proof Slicer Alpha 2. Was it 2.3, 2.4? What are we on right now? 2.2, 2.3 Alpha, right? But yeah, I've heard it's supposed to be decent. Simplify 3D version 5. We've been talking. I don't think it's going to come, to be honest, because they also want everyone to pay for it again. It's the most expensive slicer to use. So, yeah. Take it easy, Jonathan. What did I want to do with this? Oh yeah, I wanted to figure out why this thing is see if we can figure out the offset for this, why the offset changed, because that's pretty annoying. The paper. I don't know. Let's do settings. Let's home all of this. See what the dealio is. Why we're going too close to the bed. There it is. My piece of leveling paper. That's no good. Stop. The sensor's not sensing anymore. Let's preheat this real quick, get the filament off the end, and we'll try and level it again. It's easy for me just because I know the slice so well, so all the pretty much sensor sensing llama, that's pretty much it. I pretty much start all the new printers I get straight into Simplify 3D. It's just so easy to draw up a profile for me again because I'm used to it. But once I get used to something else, then could do that. ANET is trying, man. They are trying. Successes are few at the moment, but I think they're more successful now than they were a few years ago. So let's go back here. It's home again. Let's go down to back settings. X is, let's see, Z is at 6 right now. So if we do 3, that's 0 right there. So we need to change our offset from there. Seems pretty good right there. Let's just get a little bit higher. Okay. And we'll see how this does right now. Oh God, Crucia sucks. Not Crucia. Kira sucks. That is kind of the hashtag on my Discord. Is hashtag Kira sucks because nobody uses it. We should be using it. All right, let's go back here. Let's print. Get my retraction print to print. Everything with Cura is that like everyone just rips it off. Like look at Crowdy Slicer is Cura with a different UI on it. Yeah, I think Proof Slicer's good. Obviously love Simplify 3D. I just have to get a few more prints done with this firmware so that I can call it a day and put new firmware on this thing. Come here, freaking mosquito. There we go. Oh man, that's a bummer with the FT5. I don't have I don't know if I have enough silicone wire to run the whole thing new, or if I should just run a new Cat 5 cable through it. Oh, where's my wires at? They're over here now, aren't they? Yeah. Because running all new wires for those is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Might have to do it though. Means we have to bring the FT5 out of its cave, bring it up on here, or at least put it in the middle of the floor, and I can sit beside it because it's so big, and rewire the entire hot end assembly. Or again, figure out these breakout boards. I don't know if you guys ever used these before. You can get one out here. So breakout boards, just make it easy. Just throw in a RJ45 into it, and it breaks everything out into its individual pairs, or individual cables, not pairs, I'm sorry. And I can run everything off of that except for the hot end. The hot end I do run dedicated wires for, but I can run all the other signaling off of here. So thermistor, the fans, the extruder motor, all can run off of one of these without a problem. I just have to do it. And these all should theoretically mount to the back of the carriage. So I guess I need to figure out a mounting solution first, and then I can do the wiring. So these are cool. These actually, for a while, I couldn't get these. They were out of stock forever on Amazon and eBay. They just sell like hotcakes. I guess they're used for something else. I don't know what that something else is, but they are used for something else. And I really just don't want to dig through my big blocks of wires here and then splice together a bunch of wires to make it long enough, because that cable run is huge on the FT5 using the cable chains. So I would need 2 1-meter cables together, might make it long enough, because the cables that came with it are about 3 meters or 2.5 meters. Are we now maybe? Looks like we're a little high though. But there's no way to change the offset here. No baby stepping of this thing. But the print surface on this sucker is super grippy, so I guess I shouldn't be too worried. It definitely will grip. And I'm doing some retraction testing on here now, so that's kind of what this print is my first rough retraction test. Kind of give me a ballpark to the 0.5 millimeter where retraction's at. Convert what to a bare hot end? This thing? I like the FT5's hot end. The Titan. If I convert anything to a bare, Brandon, it's going to be the Mingda, because it doesn't even work anymore. I just don't have any idea how to get a bare extruder to mount onto wheels. So if anybody has a thing number that will convert a bare hot end to be able to run on V-slot wheels, shoot me a message for that. Oh, you mean find a way to attach it to a bare one? Maybe. But yeah, I definitely need to figure out a hot end solution for the Mingda, because it is useless right now. I mean, Llama, if you want to see a train wreck of using Craftware, I mean, isn't Joel using that for the CraftBot printers that absolutely suck? At least they did suck. I don't know. Maybe he got them working now or didn't get them working. I don't know. I can't keep track of those machines on his channel. Some of the stuff's working for him. Some of the stuff isn't. I don't even know. Check. Oh, that's fine there. I don't hear any peeling or anything, so the X1 should be fine. I mean, I guess it's good on the company for CraftBot to send him another printer, but for the second printer to also suck, it's just kind of like, nothing right. Well, you missed the. I've got a broken cable or a breaking a cable in the FT5 cable chain, so I can't print these crows. I'm gonna have to pull that out and rewire it because I'm using RJ45 cable right now, directly wired to everything, just using DuPont connectors. Easy day. But I'm gonna use some breakout boards, I think, to get that working. Yeah, it does suck. But maybe, what's today? So today's Saturday. I need to paint tomorrow. I gotta paint some walls tomorrow, so I don't want to have time to pull the FT5 out tomorrow, I don't think. Unless I do that tomorrow night instead of something else. I don't know. But it's a big undertaking to work on these big printers. It really, really is brutal to work on them. I do not want to dive in that tonight. What time is it now? Ugh. You've been here for an hour and a half now? Yeah, I'm not in the mood to pull that out and start wiring it. So I have to get Monday ready because Monday I have a JG Aurora printer I need to unbox and do an unboxing and live stream with. So I was planning on doing that Monday or doing that on Friday and having a video pop out on Monday. But I have to finish the video, which I'm probably going to finish tonight, and I need to edit it tomorrow night. So yeah. Not tonight, Ryan. Not tonight. I'm not in the mood to. That's going to take a while. Like I can't start at this hour right now. It just can't. It's way too late for that. But that's pretty much tonight. I mean, again, I hope for those of you that were watch the first half hour of the stream, for me to design up these couple quick boxes and how I went about designing them. I hope it gives you some ideas on if your significant other comes to you saying, "Hey, I want a 3D print for this thing." Kind of have an idea of where I started for my very specific topic. I'll probably end up releasing these files again eventually on my Thingiverse. If you follow me on there, you'll see it there. I was looking at they have like 200 and some people following me on Thingiverse. I was like, what? That's crazy. But yeah, it's cool. And I'll eventually release those. So we'll go ahead and put those out. But yeah, I need to get retraction dialed in on this printer so I can actually get it printing. I need to move some more things around. I did a lot of cleaning and organizing the office today. Maybe get some more done tomorrow, but I need to just finish organizing a bit more so I can more easily work on some of these printers because I have too much going on. You see the stack of maker boxes right there. I'm getting ready to start working on those. I'm having issues with Megatron right now, which is also kind of making me angry. I don't know what's going on with him, but I need to figure that out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night then. It's been pretty eventful evening. I've got a lot done tonight. That's good. Hope you guys join me on Monday, whether it's a live stream or video. You'll see it pop up. If it's a video, I usually set those to go live around 6 p.m. Eastern time or 7 p.m. Eastern time. And my live stream will be my normal 7:30 Eastern time when I go live for the live stream. So look out for Monday night for one of those. And then Friday night will definitely be a live stream of the JG Aurora printer. I'll schedule those real soon so you guys can have that, set a reminder. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you get notifications when I do set up my live streams or when I do videos pop out. So you can do that. If you guys want to help me out on the channel, people have been donating, so I thank everybody for that. Other ways you can help out is the Patreon down below. Join my Patreon squad. That gives me a very solid amount of money every single month. I know it's coming in. It's consistent. And I know I can plan to build projects and use that money to do things. I invest everything that I make from the channel into the channel, whether it's camera gear or new printers or printer upgrades, things like that. So that is what I do with all of that. There's lots of affiliate links down there, coupon codes, one-time donation links down there as well. So I thank you guys for coming, hanging out. It was a good stream. A lot of people were here. So hope you guys have a good evening. Stay safe.